Alright, so before you guys turn off the video, I clearly put clickbait on my thumbnail picture. That should have been the signal to you guys that, hey, he doesn't have the Snake Mountain. He's just trying to clickbait it. That's not what I'm doing, although it did work out pretty good for Toy Shiz. He did a thing of some Spider-Man action figures that he didn't really have, and he got 200,000 views, which is insane. I'm not trying to do that. It would be nice to get 200,000 views. I'm clearly doing this video because I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this Snake Mountain. Let me break it down to you. First, Mattel had the license. They lost the license. Super 7 had the license. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they are losing the Masters of the Universe license, and it's going back to Mattel. Mattel wanted to make a Snake Mountain. Super 7 is now making a Snake Mountain, but they're wanting you to buy it like they did the sail barge, because they saw what Hasbro did for one. Super 7, you guys aren't Hasbro, you're not Star Wars, and you're not Marvel. You're Masters of the Universe. It's cool, but to spend $750 on a Snake Mountain for Master of the Universe, I'm having a really hard time pulling the trigger. I don't know how many collectors out there where their number one thing to collect is Masters of the Universe. I'm sure there's a handful, and to those guys are probably like, ah, $750, but I'm finally getting it. And you're totally cool with that. And I would be too, but this is what I'm worried about. When I bought this Castle Grayskull from Mattel a few years back, they sold it to us for $300, and I was totally cool with the price at the time. I thought that wasn't bad. And then it went on clearance for like $160. And then I felt like a dick. I'm like, oh, great. I should have just waited, and I could have got it for basically half off. But now if you try to get the Castle Grayskull on eBay, it sells anywhere from like $600 to $1,300. So that was definitely a good investment, not like toys or investments anyways, but when they go up in value and down in value, you don't feel like a total dipshit. You kind of feel like, hey, that was a good purchase. So now they're doing this Snake Mountain, $750. And it's not that I have a hard time spending $750 on it. Here's what I'm worried about. Super 7 is losing the license. So let's say they do get enough people to buy this toy, which I personally don't think that they will. But if they do, and I buy it for $750, now they lose the license goes back to Mattel. What would stop Mattel from making the same exact Snake Mountain and then they sell it to us for $500? That's what I'm worried about, because I don't want to feel like that dipshit that spent way too much on it when I could have got it for less. Let me know in the comments. I will definitely write you back. Are you guys buying it? Do you think $750 is a fair price for this? Are you like, forget it, no way, there's no way? Because I'm kind of like thinking that, no, I really want it. I'm really having a hard time spending $750 on Masters of the Universe. If it was like $750 for like a Death Star or something like that, I would have already bought it. I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd be like, wow, I really want it. It's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Masters of the Universe, God, it's tough. Let me go ahead and walk you through my Masters of the Universe collection. You can see it. You can see if I really need it. And maybe I'll ramble on a little bit more about it. Alright, so here's the Masters of the Universe collection, and considering that Super 7 is losing the license, Mattel is picking it back up. I'm pretty sure that Mattel is not going to go with this style of action figures, even though I kind of have a gut feeling that they will make the Snake Mountain just to try to get back at Super 7 as like a personal vendetta. I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. If you guys got some inside information, let me know. If I were to get that Snake Mountain, it would go probably right here where the Castle Grayskull is, because in between shelf to shelf is 30 inches, and if that thing's 36 inches tall, it definitely won't fit there. But luckily for me, the shelf right above there is a smaller shelf, so I could, with a little customizing and a lot of figure rearranging, I could move that shelf up like 6 more inches, and then it will actually fit right here. And then as far as the 48 inches long goes, well, basically, if you look at this Castle Grayskull, if you fold that out, that's like almost 40 inches long. So it's going to be about the same size as this, but like 9 inches taller. So they're trying to brag about how big it is, but in reality, it's not even that big. It just comes with a really big price tag. I do have like the original, which is, or not the original, like the remake of the other Castle Grayskull. See, so I bought this one, and then I thought that that was pretty cool, and then they remade this one, and then I now have both of them, but back to back. They do make a cool little display there. So if I did, I'd take this thing, move it, I don't know, down here, cut one of those shelves down or something like that, squeeze it over here, put the Snake Mountain over here, then I take all these He-Man figures over here, and I would condense them down all in, squeeze them all in this like area. So then you'd have like Castle Grayskull on one side, Snake Mountain on the other. God, I really want it. I'm just having a really hard time with that price tag. $750 is insane. Even though in the back of my mind, like if you spend $750 on it, I can easily see that thing selling for over $1,000 on eBay. Not that I would sell it anyways, but it would make me feel a little bit more comfortable about my purchase. And then on inside of the castle here, I have like the other, I forget which one these Masters of the Universe were called. This is like the first set when I thought, when they redid the cartoon, and I thought these were pretty cool, so I bought them. They don't really match the rest of these, so I went ahead and put them inside the castle. And then this piece here, the bird can actually clamp on top of the Castle Grayskull, but then it won't fit into the shelf, which that would be cool to do too, but I don't know. I have a fairly good sized toy room, and it's hard to squeeze big stuff like this. If you just have like an average sized toy room and you're trying to get big stuff like this, like that Snake Mountain, where are you guys gonna put that, man? That's like another issue. Like it's I can't ever say it's too big, but it definitely makes you do some rearranging. Like when they did that Batman animated playset, the Batcave way up there, I had to put that shelf in the toy room just for that. Like I had literally no place to put that because that base was so damn big. Like, I don't really like the big base. Like, I like the big walls. Like, this is absolutely perfect to me. They got like a little ground space in there, and then walls. So there's the He-Man collection. Please hit me up in the comments. I want to talk to you guys. Sorry about the clickbait. I want to see if you guys are buying it. Kind of try to help me make up a decision. It's not like I'm buying a car here. I just feel weird about $750 for a Snake Mountain. Thanks for watching.